Hello and welcome to our YouTube channel. Now the news in details. More stories of unimaginable horror are coming out from ethnic violence in Manipur days after visual of tribal women being paraded naked by a mob of men surfaced on social media. In Kakching district Suryo village, the 80-year-old wife of a freedom fighter was locked inside her house and set on fire by an armed group. According to a case filed with Suryo police station, her husband S. Churachand Singh, who died at 80, was a freedom fighter who was honored by former President APJ Abdul Kalam. The incident took place in the early hours of May 28 when places like Siru saw massive violence and exchange of gunfire. Before violence started on May 3rd, Siru was the picturesque village some 45 km from the state capital Imphal, but only burnt houses and bullet holes on the wall are left now as seen by the NDTV. It was one of the worst hit villages during the clashes between the valley majority Metis and the hill majority Kuki tribes over the Metis demand for scheduled tribe status. 80-year-old Ipi Tombi, the wife of the freedom fighter, was inside the house that was allegedly locked from outside by those who attacked her village. They set the house on fire. The blaze has engulfed the entire structure by the time her family could come to rescue her. Prem Kanta, 22, the grandson of Ibidimi, told NDTV. Prem Kanta told NDTV he escaped death by a very slim margin. Bullets had grazed his arm and thigh as he tried to save his grandmother. When we came under attack, my grandmother told us to run now and return for her after some time. Come back to get me, she said as we left. Those were her last words. Unfortunately, Prem Kanta told NDTV in Hindi. He showed the scars on his body where the bullets had grazed. His grandmother stayed back and then let them run first due to her old age and limited mobility. A hail of bullets whizzed past the house too, which made it dangerous for slow movers. Around 2 months after the ethnic violence broke, Prem Kanta returned to a mound of broken wood and metal on the same spot where the structure he once called home stood. Among the family possessions he recovered today from the debris was a prized photograph that Ibi Tomi held very dearly, a photograph of her freedom fighter husband with former President ABJ Abdul Kalam. NDTV saw a video shot during the recovery of a skull from the burnt structure. Even today, burnt bones remain scattered in the rubble around the place where Ibi Tomi's bed stood. A little distance away from the village, Seru market resembled a ghost town. The people who did businesses and lived here have all fled the places. There is only silence. Recalling the day of the massive attack by the armed group, another Siru resident and Epitome daughter-in-law, Estam Paksana, told NDTV they took shelter at an MLS house where they reached with great difficulty amid the intense fighting. At 2:10 a.m. we fled as we were frightened and she insisted we run to safety first and send someone to rescue her later. We took shelter at our local MLS house, frightened as the firing continued. Then we told our boys to go out and rescue her at 5:30 to 6 a.m. in the morning. By the time they went, the house was completely consumed by fire, Mrs. Tampankana said. Even now, security forces are on high alert to prevent any fresh confrontation between the two communities in the area. There are also restrictions on movement as villagers look to protect themselves from attacks. Signs asking outsiders to stay away from Siru after 6 in the evening were seen in the area when NDTV visited. For families who have lost their loved one in the ethnic conflict, the pain and trauma of the incidents that have unfolded before their eyes are still very much alive in their mind. For those who suffered, returning home is a big challenge. For most of them, returning home is thought that hasn't crossed their mind. Manipur has been without internet for over 2 months now. That's the end of the story. If you like the content of our video, please do hit the subscribe button, share it with your families and friends, and do not forget to post a suggestion in the comment section below. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye bye.